Holy smokes. That was annoying as heck. Nope, that's not gonna do it. Very interesting. This is gonna be very interesting. So they can't even see us. Mikhail, we're having some serious technical difficulties this morning. So they won't see us. They won't be able to see us.
Why not? Why
So
not?
watch what happens when I put us over there. Alright. Let's go full screen. But see, it's just gonna do that stupid shit.
Whoa. That's trippy.
Infinite windows.
That's trippy. Whoa.
Alright. This is just
Not gonna
annoying.
work, huh?
This is just annoying me right now.
Yeah. Huh.
Alright. So this is what we're gonna do.
What's everybody live in chat? How are y'all doing? I hear y'all. I see y'all. While he's messing with that, I'll keep y'all entertained. What's going on? Vita lick my butyrin max voltage. Work. Crow? Yeah, work Crow. How you doing? Ace K. Nefarious. Yeah, we're huge Zoom issue. Zoom wouldn't even let him join. It just refused. So he was like, okay, well, let's just try to use Discord, but then Discord's giving him a rough time, it looks like. Then again, he also never streams with Discord, so.
Okay, that's a little bit better.
A little bit.
Yeah, this morning did not turn out the way I wanted to. Let me check everything real quick. All right, so stream health is good. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but that's already 10 minutes killed because the stream was just, or the situation was just. I restarted my system and everything, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I made sure that it wasn't me. I was like, is it me? And it wasn't me.
No,
so
it's I don't know what was going on, but Zoom. I updated Zoom. Zoom wouldn't load, and here we are. So, anyways, I'll worry about troubleshooting later. My apologies for being tardy this morning. I probably killed it. Gonna pop some NOS in your ears for you.
Yeah, he did. He clipped the video. Oh yeah. I'm guessing there's a nice delay. Seems like there's a heavy delay this morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is. There's a nice delay this morning. Great. Because he's like, make sure you unclip it out of Discord. But we already got it. Glad you've seen it. But what's good? Good morning, Garrett. As Nefarious says, how you doing, buddy? Man. Anyway.
Jeez,
how you doing?
Doing all right. Doing
okay this morning?
Yeah, I was excited for today's show until all this junk happened. Now I'm just aggravated. But it's okay. It's okay. Bitcoin's above 13,000. I've been seeing it this morning just drop. It was like 12.8, 13K. 12.85, 13K. 12.7, 13K. It's like, what the heck? So it's been moving up and down this morning. I think...
it's been moving past couple days. Just been kind of steady, just... Little movements, not even big pumps. It's just went up and then it's just steady, just micro pumping and dumping.
Right.
A couple $100 here and there.
And during last night's DCA stream, it did the same thing. It was
it's been doing past couple days of what I've been. I mean, I'm not one to look at charts or anything, but just from glancing at it, that's what it's doing. You can see it. It's just little ones, just little ups and downs. That's it. Right. So I don't know how long we're gonna stay like that or like this. I mean, even Jay last night was like, I see it see it going down pretty good here soon, because I mean, we never see it just kind of stay stable like this. I mean, I consider this stable. There's not thousands of dollars of fluctuation in price.
Right. Well,
Just a couple hundred here and
with our
there.
heads moved out of the way at that 1 hour, you could see. Let's look at the dates real quick, because this is going to lead into our topics that we have, and I think there was a couple that I actually had to pull there, Mikhail, because of length and repetitiveness. But basically, you could see here on October 20th, right? We were chilling around that.
Can you try setting us on top of each other? I bet you if you drag it down and then squeeze it in, it'll put us on top of each other in the OBS, and you can just scoot us all the way to the side. You know what I'm saying?
This is better because in Zoom I can't make us bigger. Let's try that. How about that? That look good? With the delay that we have?
I don't know. I'm waiting.
I know.
I'm waiting to see what the change looks like.
So while he waits for the change.
Yeah, like that.
While he waits for the change. Now that we're in a 5-minute delay. I'm joking. We were at about 11:05
I like that.
On October 20th. And then something happened. What happened on the 21st that kind of made everybody go like, oh my god.
PayPal.
Yep.
That's PayPal.
Of course.
Good old PayPal. I mean, which is big moves. Like,
It is.
Don't ever. It's big moves, but a very slippery slope on that whole aspect, because I mean, it's PayPal. You know, IRS is probably having a hissy fit right now, because you know how they are. Like, oh my gosh! But then again, if you look at what they're, from some of the articles I've read, they're saying that you won't be able to withdraw or send your Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever it is, Litecoin, Btrash. You won't be able to send or receive it. You can only buy it and hold it in your wallet. That's it. That's it.
It's gonna. You know what app it's gonna be in, right?
It's gonna be in their PayPal app. It's built. They're saying it's gonna be built into their PayPal wallet or whatever it is.
Hang on, I'll lead into that. So the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency community has been lit alight, but a new news of PayPal will allow 346 million users to buy and spend Bitcoin and a handful of other major cryptocurrencies. However, celebrations were somewhat stifled by small print that revealed PayPal wouldn't let users transfer their cryptocurrencies in or out of their PayPal, nor would users have the control of their private keys, which is a big no-no for me. A long string of numbers and letters that allows holders to move their digital assets. Currently, you can only hold the cryptocurrencies you buy on PayPal in your account, the company wrote in its materials outlining the Bitcoin and crypto plans. Additionally, the crypto in your account cannot be transferred to other accounts on or off PayPal. Like, I would like to just send Mikkel some crypto via PayPal or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. The news has divided the Bitcoin cryptocurrency community, such as Satoshi Labs, the creators of the Trezor wallet, warning people to avoid PayPal altogether, invoking our mantra, not your keys, not your coins. But the wallet they're going to be using, if I can find it, let me go to their FAQ real quick. That's where it is.
Yeah, yes.
It's basically
they're buying and selling in fiat. Yeah, and Venmo. Well, Venmo is adopting it as well. So, man, I don't know. It's
this FAQ was down. Me and Carter from Bitsby Trippin', were talking about that on Twitter yesterday. He was like, why did they take it down? And the only thing I could think of is for legal reasons, right? So maybe there's some language in there that they got to be very careful, because they do have to be careful. PayPal, when Libra came out with Facebook, were under the spotlight, so to speak, with the SEC and government organizations being like, I don't know about this. So they got to be very careful, as big as they are, in rolling this out, because if they're not,
Savage.
They're going to be in some deep stuff. Savage was here earlier, but I didn't get to say hi to him because I was too busy trying to mess around with this. Hello, Savage. Good morning, sir. I hope you're drinking coffee with us. Well, I'm drinking energy drink. You guys probably
Oh,
drinking coffee.
thank you, Savage. I appreciate that, buddy. It's a it's a big it's a big move in my part. I think it's gonna be fun, man. I don't know if you know, I got uh, a job offer as community lead on Zelcore. So now I'm doing community lead work for Zelcore, and that's little but big role for me. So it's gonna be fun. I appreciate it, Savage. Uh, you know Zell as much as I do, so it's gonna be fun. Look forward to some cool events coming up because that's what I get to do. I get to do the fun stuff. I get to make all the cool events, so poker tournaments, whatever.
Congratulations on that. When did you hear about that news?
I got hired 2 days ago.
Nice.
Was my official onboarding. Yesterday there was a video posted. They wanted me to make a video of like introducing myself and what I plan to do with the community and my goals. So that's been posted. It's unlisted on my channel. But if you go to YouTube or if you go to Zelcore, their Discord, it's in announcements, as well as it's on DCA's Twitter. Chris posted it this morning.
Nice.
So, yeah. Thanks, well, Max. I appreciate it, man.
I'm happy.
It's gonna be fun. Appreciate it. It's gonna be fun. Super fun times ahead, guys.
You're gonna get Zelcore, the Zelcore premium features for free, right?
I already do.
Yeah,
but yeah.
No, same here.
I got it for free anyway before that, just because I've done a lot of work for them.
Oh, I got
They're
it.
Like,
the
here's all this. Yeah, I got mine for free, and then I have coin requests as well that they allowed me to get, which is nice. It's nice.
Good deal. Well, yeah. I look forward to seeing what you do with your admin capabilities, so to speak.
Small role.
Yeah.
Small role. My initiation was betting on I don't know if I could say that, but on the World Series right now, Tampa versus the Dodgers.
Oh yeah.
I took the Dodgers for 300 Zell each game. Each game that the Dodgers played the Tampa against, it's 300 Zell.
Nice.
I won last night, so we up today.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
We're up today. The Dodgers pitcher's been pretty fire, so we're gonna hope that keeps going.
I'm not as big into baseball as I used to be. I was very big into it when I lived in New York City, but because the Yankees,
I played like all my life.
I'm more of a different kind of sports kind of guy. So
Savage, I still got 15 Zelcore Plus subscriptions to give away. Start giving away in your Discord, dude.
Yeah, no.
That's the easiest way to do it.
Do a giveaway on your streams.
Yeah, dude,
come on, man.
It's 15 live streams.
That's 15 live streams. You get, posted on
One
Twitter.
Zelcore night.
Post on Twitter, promote it, and then boom. You got some more people watching, joining you during your stream. I can't even see the stream health right now of how many views we got and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on.
We got 12 people watching with 7 likes. You don't need to smash the like button.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong with you?
The math does not compute.
Math is wrong.
So, earlier next year, we can expect PayPal to probably kick this off.
Thank you, Vita.
Allowing stuff such as the main currencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin and stuff like that through the Venmo app. It's still too early to say, but New York Department of Finance Services did grant its first conditional bit license to PayPal, which is kind of ironic. Do you ever watch that documentary of the lawyers and regulators that came up with the bit license and what needs to be done and stuff like that, and then everybody that made the bit license turned around and started consulting and being the people kind of consulting people or companies on how to get the bit license or how to negotiate or navigate it. I think that's silly. So they created the demand and then they turned around and was selling it. It's like, oh, that's dirty. That's smart, but dirty.
Salty. What a true snake. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's still just I'm ready to see it roll out. I haven't been invited on the waiting list, so obviously I'm not cool enough uh, for it because there's like a waiting list you have to be on, and I don't know. I
I
see people posting it. That's like in their emails and stuff, and I never got an email from them. So obviously I'm not cool enough,
you know
or I don't spend enough money on PayPal.
yeah. Well, let me tell you something.
So
I give exactly 0 F's about PayPal. They screwed me over a couple of times when selling
yep,
hardware. Right, you sell
it
hardware
can
for
be
about
pretty
$300,
shicey.
$200, and then they hit you with a $50 charge. Like what? No, no, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all can go. I'm gonna go use Facebook Marketplace or hit up the community somewhere and then get rid of it that way. Now, here's the thing or concern that I have, and everything that's going to be talked about in today's episode is going to be in the description as normal. Is our community hackers, and what I mean by community hackers is a lot of the hackers in the world, and I don't speak for all of them, but they like to make sure that big organizations aren't fiddling with their stuff. And I have a feeling that PayPal is going to become a target once they start doing this. They're going to become a big target. They're already a big target, but they're going to be even more so a target once they roll out, the cryptocurrency movement, so to speak. And here's a cool little story for you guys. Mystery Robinhood hackers are giving away stolen Bitcoin. The gang posted receipts for two $10,000 Bitcoin donations to the Water Project, which I believe Savage donated to for the poker tournament, or the
two of the poker tournaments. Two of the ones that we've done have donated to the Water Project.
Right.
So
and Children International is another one. Basically, dark side hackers who formed their seemingly sophisticated ransomware operation over the summer say they want to make the world a better place after claiming they have extorted millions of dollars from companies. We think it's fair that some of the money that companies have paid will go to charity. On October 13th, a blog post read, according to BBC, no matter how bad you think our work is, we are pleased to know that we help change someone's life. So people who look down on the hackers, they're actually doing good and trying to donate stuff. The only problem is that the organizations that did get the money, such as Children International, are denying or not taking the donation because it is stolen funds. But the point that I'm trying to drive home here is when these big organizations or big institutions start trying to dive into the cryptocurrency market, they're going to become even more so a target of the hackers who might have the idea or ideology of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin should be the money for the people, not the money for, big banks, institutions, and stuff like that. So I feel that we might have more of that to come as things start to grow. Now, speaking of the Water Project and Children International, the GivingBlock.com. I spoke with the Water Project on behalf of Savage Mind when we were doing our Veta Frame Challenge and Poker Stars tournament. They are on here, right? So they are on the GivingBlock.com where you can go and donate crypto, right? You can choose the project of your choice, and you can donate crypto to these different organizations. And I believe it is a tax write-off. At the top there, you'll see not only their website, but their tax ID and everything. And that is a tax write-off. Please record all information with your local governments. If you are signed up for KYC, if you're not signed up for KYC through your various outlets, then I don't give a hoot.
So if it's a tax write-off to donate crypto to one of those projects, is it still a taxable event when you send the crypto to their wallet?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, still got to pay taxes on, like, if you donate 15 grand, are you still going to be charged for that 15 grand that you just moved from your personal wallet to donating?
Yep.
That's some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I know.
Didn't mean to curse. You know me, I usually don't curse, but that's kind of messed up. Like that doesn't make it any better.
I feel
You're like, oh yeah, don't worry. I know, sorry.
It's all good. I don't care. I've been using like silly words for other curse words and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, it is a taxable event, and you will get hit on it. And if you don't report it, eventually it'll find out when you're 50 and hit you back.
Though you can donate to the water project anonymously.
Yes, you can. You can just use a number of various
Noted.
methods to get the money to their wallets, and yeah, go from there.
Done, done, and done.
But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that the Giving Block has that capability. I'm sure there's a number of different ways that you could do that, but it's good to see these projects utilizing crypto to support a good cause.
Good point, Max. He says when you donate, you are not taxed on the gain because it is considered part of the donation. He says my dad only because of this. That makes sense, I guess, because you're not gaining anything out of it. That would make more sense than them taxing it, which wouldn't I wouldn't think they wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely something that they would do. We're like, oh, you're donating in crypto. Oh, that's a taxable event. But that would make more sense and smart. You know what I mean?
How do you do it? Well, that might be a conversation I'll have offline with Max.
Yeah, you donate stocks.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. I mean, I've seen companies donate shares. So, I mean, think about that one. Donating shares to a company to someone.
Gotcha.
And they don't get charged they don't get charged a fee or anything or taxes because it's donating it to somebody. And that person doesn't have to pay the taxes either. So remember that. So instead of going and buying shares, if someone gifts you shares, you don't got to pay the tax on them. It was a gift.
All right. So yeah. I got some stuff to talk about here, but I want to tweet about it because I want to get some more people in here. I know it's early for my West Coast
16 people watching. I appreciate all you coming in here. Everybody's coming in.
Yeah, they're just waking up.
Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe button, bell notification. You know, the usual.
Unfortunately, my show starts early because I don't have, maybe one Friday I would join you guys, but I don't have that capability of late night, you know, because the family's here. I don't have my own office or anything like that. So maybe one Friday I will.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I am just now in my own office, streaming and stuff. So before I would have to be in my own room sometimes, and it'd be 12 o'clock at night, and my wife I want to go to bed. I'm over here being loud and trying to be as quiet as possible. I'm sorry. Hello.
Nothing's better than when your kids bust in and it's like, Daddy. It's like, hey, bud, I'm in the middle of something.
I'm in the middle of streaming.
Yeah. I know, Dad, I got your notification. That's what Joey says to me. He's like, hey, I got your notification. I was watching. I was like, then why'd you bust in?
That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm not ready for that.
It's good stuff. He's doing good. You know what? Actually, I got a dope deal with him. We're gonna build him a computer for Christmas, but he's got to bring me all A's and B's on Christmas, and it's in preparation for the upcoming Ryzen launch. Like the Ryzen November 5th, the Ryzen 5000 series is gonna be coming out. I already got a good B550 motherboard. I do have a B450, but unfortunately we have to wait for January for that, which I don't want to. That's going to be for David. The B550 ASRock Steel Legend board for Joey. A good NVMe storage, good power supply. I'm probably going to give him the 980 Ti. It's not as profitable and it produces too much heat. But yeah, all A's and B's, and I got him a computer. I already got the memory. I already got the CPU cooler. I got pretty much everything. I just needed power supply. He needs a monitor, which Mom's gonna get him. But yeah, that's the dope deal. Make it, incentivize these children to do well in school because, unfortunately, to me, it seems like the children of today are pretty much they're not lazy. Some of them are really smart. It's just not all of them are as fired up or motivated to get things done. They just they just want to get by with what they can, and I want to inspire these guys to do better than that.
Just enough to get by.
Right.
The bare minimum.
All right, so tweet is out. Let's move on with the rest here and see what chat's talking about. If you sell an asset, donating the money, then you are taxed. Exactly, it's done. So Max Vulture's giving out some how to donate stocks information in chat.
Yeah. He donated stocks to the church building fund. See? That's the
Max, I will talk to you in Discord.
man.
Yeah, let's talk
Smart.
in Discord.
That's a smart move, man. The little things.
What is Nefarious talking
The
about?
little things.
The question
To
is
camp
to camp
out or
out,
not
to camp out.
Camp out for what? What are you gonna go camp out for? You can go camp out for the 6000 series?
Oh, that's what he's probably talking about. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. You know, let's move
dude,
on with
is
the
that
rest of
today?
the stream because I got some info for you guys. What were we gonna say?
Is that today? Today's the 24th.
No, it's the 28th. It's the 28th. It's the 28th.
28th.
And it's just the announcement, guys.
What comes out today? What comes out today then?
Nothing.
3070?
No, that comes out the 28th. They moved it back. Like the Nvidia wants to come out on
It was
the 28th.
the day. It was the day or the day before.
Nvidia 3070 launch date is
Oh, he says he's camping out for the 6000 series.
the 20. Yeah, it's the 28th, man. They're trying to compete with the Radeon launch. They're trying to mess up the stuff. It's the 29th. So Nvidia pushed back the release date to October 29th for the 3070. Okay, $499.
What? Again?
Yeah,
I swore it was earlier than that. It was supposed to be like today.
Nah, man. All right, if I'm wrong in chat, somebody tell me. But I'm pretty sure that's about right. Where's my Savage Mind? You're my only moderator.
3070 comes out the 29th. Yeah, I know it does now. But I'm pretty sure I don't know.
Nefarious.
Screw it.
With great power comes great responsibility.
You're gonna camp out for the 5000 CPU? Whew.
Nah, I'm
25th. See,
nah.
TechMan says 25th. See?
Nah.
Dude, dude, I was like, something comes out like today or tomorrow.
No.
There was something coming out. Maybe that's the CPUs. CPUs might be tomorrow.
No. I don't know where you're getting your information from, sir.
There's something coming out tomorrow.
So
I have it marked down, like it is on my board. I don't know what it is.
It got moved back, bud. It got moved back. All right. So November 5th is the CPU launch of AMD 5000 series. The 28th is the announcement of the RX 6000 series, not the release date, guys. They're just going to announce it. And then the 29th is the 3070. Those are the 3 dates that I have on my head. All right, so speaking of NVIDIA, we are having some issues with our cards, at least from the mining perspective. What I mean by that, on screen behind me and Mikkel, you would see me mining Ethereum. This current setup, if you have an RTX 3080, and this is for Chris and a number of gentlemen that I've been talking to in the Discord that are having issues, not your normal miner. With the FE edition, I think the problem stems from a number of different things, and I'm not sure. Can you guys even see this? Yes, you can. All right. So I underclocked the core minus 400. I left the memory up high, but not too high, right? You know, some people can push 1,000, stuff like that. No. That's what's causing it to reset the driver and then go down. TDP drops. It just gets crazy. So you can see the 80% TDP or power limit, and I'm hovering around 76, 80, somewhere in there. So the goal here with the FE, one, turn off the damn lights. Does anybody remember the SSD that when the RGB lights were on, it would overheat and throttle the SSD? I think it was a Team SSD or Team hard drive of some type. But I turned off the lights, the side light and the top light, completely off, because that's just adding extra heat by about 1 degree. Not much, but it's enough. I raised the clock on the memory to 900. I downclocked the core minus 400, and I set the power limit to 80. That has been able to sustain me with fan speeds of 75 to 70% at around 63, 64 degrees Celsius, and consistently mining 93 to 95 mega hash, mining Ethereum. But I have not seen this issue on AIB. So if you get yourself an AIB card, you might be good to go. Not your normal miner has not seen it on his Zotac, but he's seen it on his Founders Edition, which is why he did the teardown. What I believe is happening is a couple things. There's a couple factors. Nvidia screwed this launch up, right? We already had the SP caps and the MLCC caps and all that crap. But then we also have Samsung 8 nanometer process, which is not exactly the best. There's been a number of issues. And I think the gentleman's not here today. I forgot his name, but oh my goodness, what's his name? Really good dude. He sent me information on Twitter, and I really appreciate you, and I do apologize for not calling. I wanted to give you a shout out during the stream too. Basically, there's been a number of issues with the Samsung 8 nanometer process. On top of that, if you look at hardware info or software, there is no way to monitor the memory temperature. So we got to stick a thermal probe or thermal sensor in there in order to find out. The memory is getting too hot. So memory is getting too hot. Samsung 8 nanometer sucks. And I think drivers can play a little bit in it. But anyways, moving forward, I want to talk about Samsung 8 nanometer versus TSMC 7 nanometer. The biggest issue, and this is from a Reddit post, in my opinion, isn't density. 8 nanometer LPU density is good enough for a proper high-end card. The main issue is TDP. In order for 8 nanometer LPU chip to match the performance of 7 nanometer TSMC, not counting the densities, which are relatively close, it needs higher frequencies and power. The 8 nanometer density isn't what's holding Nvidia back from designing a super powerful 3080 Ti. It is the thermals. Remember, the 295 X2 was a very good card, but it was an oven in disguise. Moving on. Because they are different nodes, 7 nanometer TSMC is very different to Samsung. The former is much more efficient than the latter. 7 nanometer is simply put a superior node architecturally wise compared to 8 nanometer, and that's why it is much more expensive to produce. It's like comparing two 1000cc engines. Both are 1000cc, but that doesn't mean they produce the same power and torque, neither that they have the same fuel consumption. TSMC is what Nvidia is planning on moving to, and you can see the issue with the stock is not only is it high demand, but yields. ProShop has been unable to get allocation for weeks, suggesting that the Samsung 8 nanometer yields might be part of the problem. They can't produce it fast enough. There were rumors months ago that Nvidia had limited its orders to Samsung out of the concern that the company wouldn't be able to manufacture a good enough die. This squares with other rumors heard expressing doubts regarding Samsung 8 nanometer process. It could also explain why Nvidia's rumored to be moving back to TSMC. So Nvidia's lying. Yeah. So either Nvidia's lying about the demand, which I think the demand is there, so they're not lying about that, or there's something else going on. And I think there is issues with these cards that Nvidia is not acknowledging. That's why Nvidia isn't mentioned when me and Not Your Normal Miner are like, hey, can we provide you data, Nvidia? Like, can we give you our logs, our data? What do you need from us to identify what the issue is here? And they're not responding. They don't want the data because they already know there's an issue. Now, you may not see these issues during gaming, but for intensive compute applications, memory-intensive applications, you're going to bump into the issue, and we're not getting acknowledgement. I believe TSMC, the move to TSMC, is going to make that better, but then we're going to have a problem.
You're going to move back on performance.
Well, I think the performance is going to be relatively the same, but there's a number of issues with that. So let's see here. So I just want to read
agree,
this.
Garrett. Ryzen 5000 is going to be intense. I mean, I agree. I don't know about fastest CPU. The Threadripper of the 5000 series will be the fastest thing, but
here we go.
The 5000 series is gonna rip it. I'm ready to see some hashes on Monero from the 5000 CPUs.
Dude, that's
gonna rip.
That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. It sucks for the people that bought the Threadripper CPUs when you got a 16-core, 32-thread, main.
That depends on the version of Threadripper that you bought. I mean, NIM's still running the first gen Threadripper. There's been no reason for him to go to the other generations because the first gen Threadripper was baller enough as it was.
For me, it's core clock. I need better IPC.
So
So I like multi-thread capability, but I need better IPC, which is why I'm still on the 9900K. I would like to upgrade to the 5000 series. I just don't have the money for it right now.
Well, it's going to be a nice price tag.
Yeah, because I mean, 749 for the 16-core 32-thread, 549 for the 12-core 24-thread, and then the 5600. It's going to take over for the 3600. It may not be, it may be $50 more, but that mid range of the 6-core 12-thread is boss. Like 3600 has been killing it. It is the perfect price to performance budget, bang for the buck CPU out there, and the 5600 is just going to replace that. So it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. Going back to the TSMC thing to answer your question, we know that Nvidia is considering it. Now the problem with that is it would be a headache for themselves and for consumers should Nvidia have two suppliers of the same graphics product. There would likely be a need for some changes in the power delivery system. So there's the power supply situation we were talking about. There are a range of new quality assurance tests that they would have to be taken to test the new silicon. And Nvidia would set itself up for legal trouble should they just silently update the manufacturing process on high-end models. Not only would early adopters be pissed about the product having evolved over time, as there could be some claims regarding 8nm base models being bought after 7nm are launched. So are they going to put something on the retail box that says 8nm, 7nm? Probably not. So you're just going to pick up the card and not know. Just kind of like a memory, right? When everybody's like, oh, this Micron memory is better than this memory, SK Hynix or whatever, and everybody's trying to go for the Micron or the Samsung or whatever. The box doesn't tell you which one it is. You're not going to know until you get it booted up, load up GPU-Z or memory tweak program and see it for yourself. We're not going to be able to tell the difference product-wise or product marketing-wise if it's 7nm or 8nm. But I can tell you that you're going to want the 7nm version because the 8nm, I believe, is part of the problem we're seeing with the the RTX 3000 series. There's too many R's in these products.
RTX. They'll make a new product and they'll call it Super. And I was like, yeah, that'll be the Super. Will be the revision versions. I mean, it's what they did with the 2000 series. Is you have their base 2000 series that were good. Had issues, but then the refined final version was the Supers. The Super was the better version and what was supposed to be the original 2000 series. So it wouldn't surprise me. That's kind of their tactic anyway.
Well,
it's like, oh, we'll do Super for when we redo these. Probably the reason why they're cutting the 3070 16 gigabyte and the 3080 20 gigabyte. I'm personally upset about that because I was saving for the 3070 16 gigabyte, and now I'm not going to get it because it doesn't exist. They went and removed it. So, thanks, Nvidia.
Yeah.
Killed my hopes and shot my dreams out of the sky.
It's okay, though. You know why? Because AMD is bringing.
Let's go buy 6000 series,
heat.
Man.
They are bringing the heat, people. Look, let me tell you something. Who in live chat has bought AMD stock? Recently or in the past? I bought AMD stock at $11 a share. Look at where it's at now. Well, I think it was like 10 something, close to $11 a share. Look at where it is now. Mm-hmm. They're doing good, and I think in the long term, AMD now not only took over the CPU space. And what I mean by that, it's not they haven't taken over, but their increased market share is making Intel like, oh, well, that's not good. And now they're expanding into the mobile market with their laptops, and laptops are actually pretty stout.
Consoles too. All the consoles are now ready.
We got consoles. We got the laptop market. They are trying to develop into the server space with the EPYC. They haven't got as big a market share as Intel in the server space, but they're growing. And
good product. It's just that they're not.
Intel's
in that space. You know what I mean? So they got to compete with that.
And Intel's still stuck on 14 nanometer. We're probably going to have 14 nanometer plus. Like, get off of it, dude. Let's go. Stop trying to come up with 10 nanometer. Drop it. It's a dead project. You can't do it. But meanwhile, AMD's taking advantage of it. and they're looking good not only in the CPU space but the GPU space here. From video cards, which I need to add to the description, is the RX 6800 XT 3D Mark scores. I want you to look at these scores real quick while I add this article in here.
That's what Garrett's saying. He said, Garrett says, trust me, get the 6800 XT.
I think it's going to be a better budget.
He said Nvidia canceled the 20 gigabyte 3080 and 16 gigabyte 3070 because the 8 nanometer yield was too bad to get enough chips to pair with their GDDR6X. Well, the 16 gigabyte 3070 was still running GDDR6. There wasn't going to be a 6X variant. 3070s will never have a 6X. They were all GDDR6. But I don't disagree with your statement. Yeah,
the 6800 is going to be XT is going to be the best bang for the buck. The 60, if there is a 6900, or excuse me, the nomenclature
there
is
will
this.
be.
Well, it's actually check this out. Either it's going to be the 6900 XT or the 6800 XTX from sources. Is my understanding.
Yeah, the XTX. Yeah, I remember seeing something about that.
That might be the high end. And the good news is rumor mills state that the information during the announcement that we saw last time, early October, was actually not even their flagship card, not even their top of the line card. It was the 6800 XT, so it wasn't even a top dog that they have, that they were showcasing, which is good for us. So we need competition. We need AMD to now bring the heat on Nvidia to drop prices, get competitive, and give us some good hardware. Unfortunately, AMD's drivers are not the best, but I'm willing to put up with their driver issues just to make sure that I have a really stout or good card. And it's already almost 12 o'clock.
Can we get product day one? I don't care about the drivers. Can I just get product day one? Is that a thing?
Ugh.
You know what I mean?
Supply. I hear supply is going to be better than the RTX 3000 series launch, but we'll have to find out. We just have to wait and see.
Here it says XTX equals 80 CU. XT equals 72 CU, and non-XT will be 64 CU. Nice. Yeah, so I don't know. And I've seen things say that they were gonna have the 6900, but I think it's just mixed sources from what the XTX is being called, because it's from two different sources. So sweet spot will be for the 6472.
Well, let's look at let's look at the scores real quick. I love the fact that the top guy is going to have 80 compute units, because I want you guys to realize that the 5700 only had 40. Only had 40. So you can manage something with a decent amount of memory. Unfortunately, it's not GDDR6X, because AMD has a whole big supply of just 6 GDDR6, so they'll be fine.
Yeah.
But look at the scores, right? So Igor's Lab. Let's see, what do I have? I think let's look at this one. Is that the right one I have? No, I have this one. All right. So Igor's Lab didn't test it, but FCC Tech, CapFrameX, and Yoki. Here's the scores. It's anywhere between 11.5 and 12.8. All right, and that's for Firestrike Extreme. 11.5 or 12.8. Here's me with my overclock, 9900K, and an RTX 3080, and look at the score, 11.3. Okay? On Firestrike Ultra, the same test, 11.3 was the highest I could get. Now, that's an overall score, which can be a little bit misleading, because if they were using the 5900 Ryzen CPU, then that might make up over what I have, because I only have 18 cores, 16 threads. Their Ryzen CPU is better at multitasking and stuff like that. That actually does produce a better score. So those couple hundred points may come just from the CPU, but still, that's pretty good. I really care more about the graphics score, not the overall score, but they just gave us the overall score. Now moving on to Time Spy Extreme, look at this. 8232 and 8230 and 8000. Same system, or same system that I was testing on, 8436. So they're around the same, but the CPU may give it a little bit of an edge. And so we can expect the 6800 XT to compete with the 3080 depending on the game title, depending on the mining algorithm, and a number of other variables. Like last weekend, me and Savage Mine were talking or speculating about what the performance might be in ETH mining and stuff like that. It's all speculation, but I think last week me and him agreed that 65 to 75 mega hash mining Ethereum, but because these cards are going to be more efficient than not only the 5000 series, but also Nvidia's offerings, that's where we're going to get the price to performance efficiency. And I think it was like 0.43 hash per watt or something like that, which is actually good. I think you want 0.4 or higher, which the 5600 XT still kind of holds that crown right now for the best price to performance when you're mining. But still, I mean, the 6800 XT is exciting. I'm eager to get my hands on these GPUs.
Right. I'm working a few angles, and hopefully I can just at least secure them and I don't care if I got to pay for them. You know what I mean? I just want to be able to, like, actually get them. That's all I care about. It's just being able to actually get them and not fight a bot for them because we'll lose. You know?
Well, I noticed
yes,
something just to give you a heads up.
Thank you, Max Voltage. We're gonna talk about that. The AMD mining cards that they kind of talked about.
Yes,
they're blowing it up in chat right now because
you guys got to be patient. You got to leave the best for last, man. You can't finish early. You gotta take your time with it.
People were making a point. 6800 and 1600 XT will be the same comparison as the 5700 and 5700 XT. Gunny said, how cheap do you think the 5700 XT will go after the release?
Oh, dude, I'm hoping like 250. 250 or lower. Oh, my goodness. If they're 250 or lower, buy them. Buy them.
Yeah, Max says, also how cheap will the 5600 XTs get as well? Super cheap, because they're 8 gigabyte cards, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're about 250 right now.
Yeah, and you can get them for in the 200s.
Yeah.
So the price will drop, but yes, there has been leaks of mining cards. So that we'll
discuss it.
I wouldn't it's not mining advice or financial advice, but I wouldn't go out and buy 5700 right now.
Yeah,
but
I would wait.
You might have to wait until 2021. So
just be patient and wait.
Take that for what you want. We'll talk about it later, though.
The 5700 new, when the 6000 series comes out, may drop down to around 300, 320, something like that. But when I say 250, I'm talking about second-hand market. Because if you do really good in the second-hand market, you could get some steal of a deal. Because some of these people just want to get rid of their GPUs and upgrade to the latest and greatest. So you can actually get them for a pretty dope deal. But yeah, the prices are going to drop in the 5000 series. It'd be a good time to buy. Just be patient, hang tight.
Yeah, I agree. Nefarious. It's the problem with the smaller YouTube channels. We're fighting all day, every day. Until we hit 500K to 1 million subs, we are going to have to ongoing issues from cards from manufacturers.
Yeah.
He said maybe if NIM's LN15, you mean LNbot hash racing takes hold, we'll get lucky on that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to play the YouTube side. No, I'm using my pool that I have gained in the past couple of years of people that I know, people that I've bumped shoulders with, talked to, people that have partnerships with AMD, and hey, I mean, you know what I mean? The YouTube thing is hard to hit because of that same that issue. With the viewers, they want the views, they want people to see it. If there's not people seeing it, they don't want to give you the product. It's not enough for them. So yeah, it sucks.
This channel, my channel, is going to be my channel, and I'm going to do it the way I want to. And the whole goal of this channel is to help others out there. If manufacturers want to work with me in some form of action, even if they sent me something and were like, "Hey, we want you to review this, give us high praise, stuff like that." No, I'm not going to look. I'm going to objectively look at your product, and I'm going to tell the truth about it. If it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's good. And unfortunately, manufacturers are not going to want that, so they're going to want to go to somebody that's going to shield their stuff, which is okay. Whatever. Make your money, do what you need to in marketing, but I want to provide data and information and tell the truth to help people out there. That's the whole point of the channel. That's why I have a mix of content that I provide people. And the most popular videos is something simple like how to fix your XM radio when it gets stuck on a channel because you didn't renew your subscription, or how to fix your MacBook Pro when some company or Apple certified technician trying to charge you $500 when you can fix it by removing 8 screws and simply disconnecting a connector and putting it back in 5 minutes of your time. Boom, you save $300 to $500. I like to provide and help people. That's the goal of this channel. So I'm not worried about whether a manufacturer. I did write to a number of manufacturers, both on AMD and Nvidia, but I haven't heard back yet. So the size of the channel does play a role into it, like Nefarious said, but we'll get there. It just takes time. Cryptocurrency is still in its infancy. When things start to blow up and mining starts to get even more crazier than it is, our channels will gain more success. So it's just a matter of being patient. Moving on. This is talking about Navi 21 and the boost clock up to 2577. From Igor's lab. Now, from my understanding, 2.4 gigahertz is not extreme. It's not far out of reach for AMD's new GPUs coming up. So that's going to be very interesting. But the 6000 series, from my understanding, Mikkel, is a refresh of the 5000 series. So therefore, in my mind, Igor's lab, Red BIOS team, the Red BIOS editor, the more power tool, all of that can be modified to take advantage of the 6000 series GPU. And if that's the case, dude, we can get even more power out of it. Yes, at a higher TDP, sure, but the fact that we can even do the mem mod timings and more power tool to get that extra performance in gaming, it's going to be phenomenal. That's the reason why I like AMD. AMD to me is Android, and Nvidia to me is Apple. And AMD is open source. You can modify, you can tweak, while Nvidia's got it so locked down like Apple, you can't really tweak it too much unless you do hardware mods.
It's basically the only way it works.
But here's the lineup at the bottom of our screen. We got the speculated RX 6900 XT or the 6800 XTX. That's the two names that I understand from current sources. Then the 6800 XT, and then the just RX 6800. The 6800 is going to be the predecessor of the 5700 non-XT. The 6800 XT is going to be the predecessor for the 5700 XT. And then the 6900 XT or the 6800 XTX is going to be its own high-end in its own little niche, probably competing as best it can with the 3080, maybe even nipping at the heels of the 3090. Because the 3090 in gaming performance is not much higher than the 3080. It's really more for content creators and professionals to utilize that much memory in their GPUs, other than Nemesis using it for mining.
Right. Yeah. Kind of want to hit on what Garrett's saying. I guess the 256-bit bus will not let it go much faster than the 5700 XT for Ethereum. If we're lucky, we'll get 75 mega hashes. On a special edition, if they bundle 18 gigabytes of GDDR6, you'll see high 60s or 70s after mods. I think so.
Garrett,
it's not new. You know what I mean? It's not.
No.
Don't expect like 90 mega hashes. Don't expect 3080 hashes.
Right. It's not a
Radeon
Radeon
7. They were saying this is going to be comparable to like a 2080. Especially for mining, you'll see like 2080 performance, 2080 Ti performance. So
where they make up a lot of the difference, guys, is in the efficiency. That's where they're going to do good, is in the efficiency. And Garrett, everything you're saying is everything I mentioned last week talking with Savage Mind. You hit it on the nail with the hash rate. The memory bus is disappointing. I wish they didn't do 256.
I was a little disappointed too.
Yeah, I wish they did 352 or something like that. But maybe not only through node development, but through architectural improvements, which it's basically a refresh again of the 5000 series. maybe there is a chance. Maybe with the more CUs, compute units, we might see a significant increase. But it's not going to be Radeon level performance. Radeon did very well because of what? What was the memory in Radeon? HBM2.
HBM2, yeah.
It wasn't GDR6. HBM2 and HBM in general is better. It's just more costly. So it's more costly to produce and manufacture in the GPU space. So, but still, I'm excited for it. I think they're going to do really good in the efficiency side of things.
I hope so, Gundy. And he says efficiency meaning the same hash rate but lower power consumption?
Correct. Correct, Gundy. Yeah. That's what I'm expecting. All right.
Yeah,
so my 5700
not a performance in hash rate, but an efficiency increase.
So
and coolness altogether. They got cooling the memory modules down on par this time.
Yeah, that was the biggest issue with the ASRock Challenger. Is again, if you guys haven't seen my videos on it, check it out. I had to modify the ASRock Challenger, the first one, not the Pro. Which ASRock, I'm still waiting on you to hit me up. I would like to get the ASRock Challenger Pro, please. But I had to do. They didn't put memory pads or thermal pads in the back of the memory modules. It's flip chip, guys. You got to put thermal pads in the back of the memory PCB to connect the back plate and the PCB to kind of dissipate that heat. You just need airflow over that back plate and you're good to go. And that dropped my memory temperatures from 104C to 88C on the hottest day. That's a huge drop just from adding thermal pads. And the spacing behind the PCB to the back plate was 3 millimeters, which is a lot. But we also see that even in the 3000 series as well. So, right. But yeah, I mean, it should be more efficient. So let's say the 5700 that I have right now, that's modified to be a XT. Unfortunately, it can't hit the 60 mega hash like most XT models because it's a non-XT model, but it can do 56, almost 57, keeping temperatures nice and low because of my modifications, and it can do it at about 123, 120 watts, maybe a little bit lower. Bitsby Trippin can get even lower than that, but imagine if we can do 125 watts but get 65 mega hash or almost 70 mega hash. That would be a decent jump in efficiency, so we'll have to see. Plus, we are also reaching a point where temps are going to be limit the capability of these new cards, AMD's and Nvidia. Like FPGA's, water cooling is the only way to go if you want to talk with them. Yep. Look at the temps on the 3080s are kicking. A lot of these manufacturers are cooling are having to learn how to change the 20-year-old thought process. Yeah, they're not doing blower style coolers, right? AMD moved away from the blower style cooler with this new design, as well as Nvidia. Nvidia moved away last gen to the two-fan design and stuff like that. So we're doing away with it.
Yep, and they're still trying to catch up on that. There's still things they got to try to change and redo and relearn.
Now, Garrett said something earlier.
It's going to take time, unfortunately.
Garrett said something earlier about 18 gigabit per second. You can see here on the page it only says 16 gigabit per second, but I believe he's correct because I heard the same rumor about us getting 18 gigabit per second memory.
Yeah, he was referring to this comment from earlier is if they paired, if they bundled the 18 gigabits per second GDDR6 with the special edition. Because, they have the 6900 XT, then they have the 6800 XTX. So he was saying that the 6900 XT is more likely going to be like a special edition. But, again, there's so many different articles that it's so hard to pinpoint what is accurate. I mean, I usually use video cards, same website that you do. They're usually pretty spot on.
Yeah, they got some pretty good sources.
So, I usually follow what they say.
Garrett just said something. I wish they had bigger memory bus or HBM2. The fact that they felt that they didn't basically go from 256 up shows that they have nothing special for gaming. Think about it. We just heard rumors, which we're about to get to in the next article after this one, about a blockchain focus or a mining specific card from AMD, right? And then you're talking about that. Maybe they are trying to shift. They don't really care too much about gaming because maybe they're making a bunch of money from... Look, they're still selling the RX 580. And I bet you there's still people out there buying the RX 580 because it's still one of the best cards for mining as far as a price to performance. So maybe AMD will switch its scope and try to focus more on the compute aspect of things rather than gaming. But they are going to challenge, if they are doing this, if they are challenging a 3080 with a 256-bit bus, imagine if they increase that bandwidth. So just got to be patient. This is just a refresh. We should see a significant change in the next generation GPU. So here's the nudes that you guys all been looking for, and I know YouTube's going to hit me on that. But the nice, sexy PCB all bare for us and open in the wild. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 memory ball gritter ways where we can place some pads down and everything. And the PCB looks pretty stout. I'm trying to look for the memory controller. I think it's over here, but I can't. The screen got cut off. The VRMs are on either side, right? So we got MOSFETs on either side.
Yeah, savage. You get some folks saying the 6900 XT will get over 100 mega hashes. I'm like, nope. Maybe minor software devs can figure out a way to use the Infinity Cache to see improvements, but the bus and bandwidth is a downer. Yes. Right. Yeah, your hash rate is, especially for for Ethereum, is dependent upon your bandwidth and your bus. So a lot of your hash rates are. So if your bus and hasn't improved from the last generation, there's not going to be an improvement in hash rate. Maybe minutely from you being able to pull away watts and properly cool it, you'll gain some hash rate from it not thermal throttling itself all the time. But other than that, we're not going to see like 20 mega hash increases, 30 mega hash increases. You're lucky if you see 5, in my opinion. Lucky if you'll get 5 extra, just due to thermal capabilities. That's my opinion and guess.
Well, 2 8-pin power. Savage, you should know the answer to this. In chat, guys, what is the maximum power draw through an 8-pin? Let's see who gets it in chat. Don't say it, Mikkel. Don't say it if you know it. Let's see if somebody gets it in chat. What is the max wattage you can draw through a single 8-pin? How many watts? Pop quiz. And if you look right below the 8 pins, there's the resistors. I wonder if we could do some shunt mods on these. Oh, look, they got an addressable RGB header right here. Can I draw on this? I can't draw on this. I gotta open up an edge.
150 watts.
Yep. So 150 plus 150 is how many watts? 300 watts, right? So this card, and this may just be engineering card, the target is 300 TDP. So that's 50 less than Nvidia. And Nvidia's cards on the high end is drawing 400 watts. Like, okay, the most basic system, the most average gamer, their system power supply is going to be anywhere from 650 to 850. They don't have 1200, 1000, 1600 like we do as gamer and miners. So the cards need to be designed to be capable to go in any system, whether it's the Fortnite player or the compute professional, the folding at home guy, or the miner. It needs to be able to go in any system. So AMD is targeting 300 watt TDP Arena. So we got a 300 watt card. Probably could draw a little bit more than that if you consider 75 through the PCI and then 150 each. So just say 375 max, which is getting close to the 400 watts that Nvidia was talking about.
They're saying 400 is the max. Yeah, 400 is the max. We've seen it. We've seen cards. We've seen 3080s pull more than 400 watts out of a 2 8-pin situation. So I mean,
yeah.
I mean, there's new software out for the 3080 EVGAs that have a max TDP of 450 watts. Those cards are pushing 2 8-pins. Or no, are they 3?
3.
I think those ones are 3.
Yeah, so that's 150.
The ones that those were addressing was 3.
But that's 450 just through the 3 8-pins plus a 75 on the PCIe slide. But yeah, you can melt some stuff. And if you look at this PCB, look right here. Something melted. You see that?
Fire.
Either something melted or they attached a some probe or something. You see on the PCB?
I'm waiting for your mouse to scroll over.
I hate Edge. I really do hate Edge.
I don't see it. So I'm right above the... Yeah, okay. That's what I thought so too. Yeah, I seen that too. Right there, and then the bottom right, where all of the circuitry is, you can see it's extra dark over there. For whatever reason. But could just be the lighting. But yeah, I do see like that burnt looking right there as well. I agree.
I thought I could draw on this thing. Anyways, let's not get hung up on my silliness.
Yeah, yes, Savage. That image is totally cut. There is a little bit more to be seen that we don't see. Not much.
Yep.
I don't think there's a third power plug right there, because you can see right below the second power plug, there's a screw hole right there. So I'm assuming that's for the backplate or something. So I don't think there would be one. And with some of the way you have a fan pin at the very bottom right, it looks like, going straight up and down.
What?
So I don't know. There could be a little bit more, but I don't think there's enough room for another power plug, unless it's a 6-pin. Unless you get 2 8s and a 6.
I think it's going to be primarily 2 8-pins, because AMD is going to want to target efficiency. If it went 3 8-pin, it would be an AIB installing it or adding it. But we know we're going to get one HDMI port. There's 2 display ports, and look, a mini Type-C. Or a Type-C connector in the bottom left. But this could be an engineering board, guys. This may not be final development and stuff like that. It really comes down, if you guys don't know him already, go check out Actually Hardcore Overclocking Buildzoid. His PCB analysis is really techie and nerdy, but it's such good information because you want to know the memory controllers. You want to know the MOSFETs, the VRMs. What are they? Are they, it's just... I can't do it justice, and I like to gain the knowledge of knowing and being able to look at a PCB and be like, okay, here's the memory controller, here's this, here's that. I can't see it here because I think the PCB cuts off before it. I could tell you there's an RGB, there's 2 8-pins, there's HDMI, 2 display, 1 Type-C. Looks like we can use some liquid metal to short these resistors by the 8 pins and maybe draw some more power, which is dangerous if you don't have enough cooling. We know we're going to get 8 pads, but that's only 8 gigabytes of memory. So where's the 16 coming from? So what card is this? And they're saying 6800 XT. So this is all speculation. We're not gonna indulge in speculation. We want to know some facts. When I get the card, I'll be more than happy to test and provide that data to you like I always do through my Reddit post. But we'll just have to wait and see. The announcement's soon. We got 4 days, guys. 4 days. The announcement.
You'll see it you'll know for sure in 4 days what that card is. You'll know exactly what it is, what brand it's probably from, whatever. We'll figure it out. But I want to know.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna be gnarly.
All right, so let's talk about AMD's possible crypto focus Navi 10 GPU. All right, so no display outs, no display port, no HDMI, no nothing. Just no I/O on the back, just straight focused on cryptocurrency mining. It's a blessing and a curse. The blessing is there's nothing wasteful about it. It's just focused on, it's got one job, kind of like an FP or ASIC, and it's just going to focus on that one job. The curse, the resale value. Most GPU miners resell their GPUs to make up that money or the cost.
Yep.
Unfortunately, there's going to be no resale value on that.
It's like the Nvidia cards, like the Nvidia P series cards.
Well, it might be resale value, just not as much.
Right. Your resale value is to a very niche group of people or businesses, not everyday gamer Joe. They won't have any interest in a card like that because they can't. I mean, they could. People have modded the P series Nvidia cards to add an HDMI port, so I bet it could be done, but it wouldn't be pretty. And it would probably take a little bit of extra work. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I'm looking forward to these cards coming out, even though apparently they're only going to be based off of around the 5700 and 5700 XT variants. So we'll see mining versions of those. No displays. So I don't know. I like it. I don't like it. Just because of the way AMD has been, the way AMD has been kind of with drivers. I don't know if this is going to spark back with the way the drivers are. And it all depends on the price. Has made non-output workstation cards in the past. This isn't too far of a stretch. Correct. I mean, even the 50 or the RX 570 Sapphire Grin blockchain card, it only had a single HDMI output. That was it. Like, there was no other outputs, nothing. Only HDMI, and only one. So it's very gonna be very finicky. Oh yeah, I know. I know, yeah. With the recent attempt to purchase Xilinx.
Wait.
It's gonna be good stuff.
Who bought Xilinx?
AMD.
That's what I thought. And didn't
they're
Xilinx
trying.
Stocks go up? Or they're in the talks. They're in the talks. It isn't final yet.
Yeah, they're trying to buy it from them.
Let me check. I want to check their stock right now, real quick.
For $30 billion. If I'm not mistaken.
Xilinx. I actually have Xilinx on my watch list. I didn't get into it. I should have got into it, but I don't know. I don't know about that.
There's ways to get output from FPGAs without running an HDMI port. So, dude, that'd be nice. Tech man, 2 dies on one card could be possible. It's very true. I would love to see that.
Yeah, you should have.
That would be a hot mamma jamma. You would have to water cool that. There'd be no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
$116 per share right now. And if you would have bought on the Black Thursday in March?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you
2 dies, 1 cup. Nasty Vita.
That would have been good. So.
Yeah. I would love to see 2 dies. That'd be great.
So how do we find out about this crypto-focused Navi 10 GPU? Well, a new Linux patch seems to point towards a cryptocurrency-focused GPU from AMD, first spotted by Pharonix. The patch adds descriptions for a Navi 10 blockchain SKU. It's pretty self-described. The device ID is reported as 0x731E, and Pharonix says that the major difference between this graphics card and other Navi 10 offerings in the market is the absence of Display Core NeXT, or DCN, and Video Core NeXT, VCN, engines. Whether these are absent from silicon or simply disabled by other means is currently unclear. The absence, however, points towards cards with no graphic outputs, which means it's focused on cryptocurrency. Pharonix estimates a release no sooner than early 2021. So maybe Q2, somewhere in there, Q2, late Q1. Considering the timing of the patch information on Linux, while the market for GPU-accelerated cryptocurrency mining isn't what it used to be, there is still a market opportunity to take advantage of here. While ASICs have become more commonplace, there are still many GPU mining alternatives within the realm of crypto. A crypto-focused product might steer users away from gaming-oriented consumer products, thus easing strain on supply for AMD's upcoming 6000 series, especially if Navi 10 based GPUs feature some voltage and power adjustments to increase power efficiency on the workload. So maybe it's going to be like we were talking about the 6000 series, right? This card with no graphical outputs or engines may be more efficient than the 5000 series, but still give us, like, let's say the card, we take off the graphics engine, all the display ports, stuff like that, which adds, a few dollars. Let's say the card, and what do we say the RX 5600? 5600 was how much? 279. So 279. Let's say it's 5600 will drop down about 250, 220, somewhere in there for this graphics mining card, possibly. And you build a system entirely out of those. You're gonna be pretty good. You're gonna be pretty good because if you can BIOS
But if you
mod
do
those
that,
still.
you do that and you build a system out of those, you remember you're going to have to make sure that your motherboard and CPU has onboard graphics.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you're going to be up shit creek. Crap creek.
Most CPUs dual core or dual core and 4 threads have integrated graphics. But yeah, you do got to make sure of that because then otherwise you won't have any GPUs to otherwise you put one GPU in there just to have a display out.
But you would have to.
A more efficient card because the 5000 series is really good for mining. I mean, even if EVE 2.0 comes around, which eventually it will, I don't suspect it's gonna be like right now. Probably be like in the next 2-3 years. They got some things to iron out and upgrades to do. But even if that does come around, there's still gonna be other coins that you can mine that's based on the same algorithm that you can put these cards to work on. There's always gonna be something that you can mine. Projects come and go, and there may be a project that hasn't even come out yet that might be just as profitable, if not more profitable than mining Ethereum. Right now, the top two is Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. Besides that, and I'm talking about from a general perspective, whether you're AMD and Nvidia, because I do a series on this where we look at the data for the past month to try to determine what the most profitable coins are. And right now, I can tell you it's Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Raven Coin, and Beam. Whether you're Nvidia or AMD, those are the top 4. Maybe not all the cryptos that we want to talk about. There's a lot of products that we support and that we mine on, but those are the top 4 that doesn't matter what card you're on, those are going to be the most profitable to mine currently in 2020. But there's still projects yet to come. There's still updates yet to come. So it's going to be exciting because not only does AMD killing it in the CPU space, the 6000 series is going to be more efficient. It may not be 90 mega hash of the Radeon 7, but it's going to be more efficient, get the job done, be a profitable rig that you can build out of these cards, and then they're going to give us the capability to have a card that's just focused on crypto mining, which is nice. Is this the first one? I know AMD had the blockchain driver, but this is the first AMD crypto-focused card, right? It was only Nvidia that came out with those cards first. No?
I mean, Sapphire had the 5 RX 570 with 16 gigabyte Grin card, and that was from Sapphire, partnered with Epic Boost, which they do ASIC stuff.
Yes, Nefarious.
Very good. So, not the first.
So it's not the first. Okay. Nefarious, I talked about that in my previous video as well. Correct. And one of my concerns about when the EVE 2.0 1.5 comes around, where there's going to be 2 chains, POS and proof of work, that we're going to still be able to mine while the proof of stake can still exist, is there's going to be some inflation during that opening period, which hopefully will drive up profitability. But we'll have to wait and see how it happens. But yes, there's going to be 2 concurrent chains at that time, and then eventually it's all going to fade into the proof of staking aspect. And I guess for all of us mining Ethereum, is the goal to get 32 ETH so that way we can stake it, or is the goal to just mine ETH because it's the most profitable and then flip it to Bitcoin or another currency of your choosing? That's what I would like to know for those of us who are mining Ethereum in chat. If you can post, are you trying to save to get 32, or are you just flipping it to make some money? What are you doing, Mikal? Flipping it to make some money, or are you just hanging on to it to stake?
I'm mining poop coins for bitcoins. I'm not anybody else. But, 32 ETH is really far out of my reach. I only have 4 or 5 GPUs at this point now, so 32 ETH is a long stretch. If I wanted to do that, I'd probably be converting other coins and doing it that way. But long stretch for me, so I'm just gonna go for the Big Daddy bit.
Are you trying to retire at an early age?
I would hope so.
Same here, brother.
I would hope so, man.
Same here.
If you wanna earn good rewards on ETH. Like I just go put my ETH in like Celsius and earn more than what they're gonna give me. I mean, I'll earn almost 11% on Celsius with ETH. You ain't gonna get that on there, on their POS chain.
See, look at this, guys.
So,
Look, going back to what we talked about, Savage Mind with the $5 donation. Thank you, sir. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it very much. Super chats are enabled, guys, and I appreciate any donations that you might have. Also in the description is my coin tree, if you want to donate some crypto. But
nice.
look at what's on screen right now. So we got some pre-owned RX 5600s XTs for 200 or around 200 or below. Imagine
Make
when
sure
the
you get
6000
the 8
series comes
gigabyte
out.
version. Because there are 6 and 8 gigabyte versions, right?
Yes.
Of the 56?
No, wait, hang on.
I'm pretty sure there's an 8 gigabyte version.
I think so.
I know there's a 6 gigabyte. I see one right there. But I thought there was an 8 gigabyte version.
I don't think so. I think it's only 6, buddy.
Only 6?
Yeah, it's only 6 gigabytes. Wait.
I swore I seen a video the other day. Someone Dizzy posted a video.
Maybe that's
Dizzy
new.
Mining posted a video.
Maybe that's new. Because right now all the ones that are out are 6 gig. Maybe it's new. Maybe that's what's coming. And if that's the case, would that give the 5600 even more of an edge? Right? Because the 5700 to me would have been the better buy back when the 5600 first came out. And I have videos about, you know, the mining performance of the 5600 XT and the 5700 and the 5700 XT. However, that was at the very beginning, before BIOS modding and mem strap timings were even applicable to, wow, Nefarious with a $10 donation. Thank you so much, sir. He says, I shall overcome and we shall stand united. We all shall not give up with knowledge. Loving the stream today. Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Thanks,
it, buddy.
Oh, no. What? Dizzy posted a video of a 5500 XT 8 gigabyte.
What?
Yeah. It's on Dizzy's channel.
I don't know Dizzy Mining. We need to get a hold of that guy. Like, hey, man.
I don't know who the guy is. He doesn't talk.
Wow,
nothing.
$209 for the 8 gigabyte. Do we know how good it mines?
The 5500?
The 8 gigabyte one.
He got, let's see. He's at 28 mega hashes. Is what I see.
So you're not telling me anything, Nice Hash. It says it makes 70 cents a day, but it doesn't tell me the actual hash rate.
According to his video,
what's the hash rate?
28.7 mega hashes.
28.7. Does he say? Do you see the watts?
Currently, like waiting for it to scroll through.
And that's Ethereum, right?
Yeah.
28.7 mega hash. See if you can get the power off of it.
I'm trying.
Red Panda just joined the stream. Thank you, sir. Hope you're having a beautiful day, man. Yeah, Red Panda Mining, Crypto Mining Showcase is coming up after this episode of Caffeine and Crypto. That's what we like to lead into. We may be doing a stream next week, but I am on call, so we'll have to see and wait. Keep an eye on Twitter for any updates. I'm going to say 120 watts until you tell me otherwise, Mikkel.
I don't know what miner he's using, but it's not showing. I think he's using Claymore because it's not showing voltages on the miner side.
120 watts, because that sits around 70 cents before electricity, 42 cents after electricity. But to me, that's not as good as the 5600 XT. But I didn't know there was a 55. God bless these numbers. 5500 XT, the 8 gig version. But anyways, while he's trying to find the power, these cards are around $200 now. Imagine when the 6000 series does come out, guys. The price is going to drop. That's going to be like $150, $130 5600 XT, which is right now the best.
No way.
Card. What?
65 watts? There's no way.
65 watts? That might make a huge
65 watts.
That
That
might
is
make a
legit.
huge difference.
That is a legit thing.
Savage, I know you're in the stream, brother. We need to get that
Wow.
added to your chart. Let's see here. So that was 20. You said 27.6.
28.7.
28.7. I don't know where the heck I got that number. 65 watts, 10 cent per kilowatt hour, 1% in fees. It's still about the same. We go up a little bit as far as
43
profitability.
fans at 42%. It's only running at 58 watt or 58 Celsius.
That's not bad. So Savage, 5500 XT 8
Wow.
gigabyte card, 28.7 mega hash, 65 watts. Yeah. Let's get that added to your chart and see where that is
Dude,
added
Tony
watt
Mock.
per mega hash.
Tony Mock says 5500 XT can be tuned down to 60 watts and will do 25 mega hashes.
But I wonder where that sits compared to the 5600, because the 5600, how much is the 5500
Yeah,
XT?
1660 Ti is still amazing. Yeah, I pulled 31 mega hashes with my 1660 Ti.
I got one Ti and two Supers, and I like them.
70 watts.
Yeah, but see, it's 189 for a 5500 XT 8 gigabytes when I can just get a 5600 XT, which is 44 something mega hash modded.
Yeah, I'm pulling 31 mega hashes right now. At 75.
31?
Yeah,
On what?
1660 Ti.
Oh, okay. Yeah, same here.
So it doesn't beat that, but I mean, you can get those for cheaper than you can get a 1660 Ti right now. That's for sure.
Well, the
Wait, let me grab my pen.
who's Savage? Yeah.
Yeah, the handy dandy notebook. Here we go, Blue's Clues again.
27.8 mega hash at 65 watts. In that
No,
chart.
70. Oh, yeah, in that chart. Yeah. Tony is saying 68.3 at 75 watts or 60 watts at 26. What?
I still don't think it's gonna beat the
Oh, yeah.
the 5600 XT. Right now,
No.
the best mining cards as far as price to performance is on the
You can
AMD
get it
5600
used.
XT. Yeah, used is even better. 5600 XT, 5700, whether it's XT or non-XT. XT does get you 60 mega hash. The non-XT, the even with the timings and everything, only like 56, 57. So maybe get the XT version. On Nvidia side, Super Ti 1660s, perfect. My laptop is a 1660 Ti, and mine is just like a desktop 1660 Ti, but you don't want to mine a long time on a laptop anyways. I'm just saying.
Thank you,
that.
DG. DG just sent me some info about the 5500 XT, and it is doing 27.11 mega hash at 62 watts.
Okay, well, we need to get Savage that information. Send us, DM him real quick. Send that info, because I want him to add it to his chart. His chart's pretty good for housing all that.
Yeah. Dell has them on sale. They're on their parts side, $179 new. Wow. $179. That's not bad. You can almost buy a 570 or a 580 8 gigabyte at that price right now. Because you still see them for about $150, brand new. Which is still, it just blows my mind that card is still worth so much.
I know,
Like
right?
it's just a 580. There ain't nothing special about that card. You know what I mean? Like though it does really good.
30
I mean,
mega
it's
hash.
efficient. It's efficient.
30 mega hash at 90 watts.
It's efficient and it's stable. Now you can get it stable and just let it live.
I thought the 5500 XT was supposed to be the replacement for the 580, but the 580 is still holding its own.
They tried to kill off the series and they couldn't.
And people are still buying it, brand new. I just built a system the other day with the Ryzen 3600 and RX 580 from XFX for a client, which I think I posted online. Yeah, I
Dang. DG, dude, awesome, buddy. Coming through with the knowledge right here. He just sent me just like a quick screenshot of 570s, 580s, and there's a 5500 XT on there with it. And it's running less watts than all of the 570s and 580s and sitting at 27.8 hashes. So it's just like sitting right there with them, but pulling less hashes.
Nice.
And running
I love this
fairly
community.
the same on temps.
I love this community.
Wow. Plus 1400 on the memory too.
Guys, anybody who's new to this stream, we do the stream every Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Central, and 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I know it's super early for my Pacific West Coast people, but that's the only availability that I have, unfortunately, in my busy life schedule. So feel free to join as well. In the live chat is my Discord link. I only post it during live streams because I don't want a bunch of bots in there. Please feel free to participate. A lot of useful information, or a lot of useful, knowledgeable people in there. I can't talk today. I'm not often in there, but there's plenty of people that can provide some knowledge or insight, and there is some channels in there if you want to ask a question. I will get back to you at my earliest convenience or as soon as I can. So feel free to join the Discord. It is brand new, fresh, so it's young and needs to be built upon, but it's work in progress. Steve from Gamers Nexus is still behind me trying to LN2 cool something, but I don't think this is live. Yeah, it's not live.
So say Serpent, do you think you can go 2 hours today? I'm pretty close right now.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're gonna try to run into Mr. Red Panda Mining's upcoming live stream. That's my normal plan. It just depends.
Yeah, we got 23 people watching, guys. Y'all are all awesome. Smash the like button, guys, please. Get it out there. Share the video. Put it on the Twitters. Shares it. Everybody in the chat. Get the knowledge out there. This episode was full of it. Per the chat. Big shout out to DG over there giving me that information on the fly like that. Lurking in the background. I ain't even seen you post in chat. I know you're here though.
Smash the like button, guys. 24-19. Let's get it moving.
What up, Chancoin?
Chancoin's been dropping some knowledge on my Discord. I know he's been in a lot of people's Discords dropping knowledge. Very useful information, and I appreciate Chancoin. One of the first really people that provided support to this channel, and stuff like that. So I appreciate Chancoin. Really good person.
Deck man. The stream is rated. Discord is rated FA for finally appropriate. See, FA has multiple meanings.
So Mikhail's been teaching me a lot of stuff with managing Discords. I have not got a bot to manage my Discord yet, because I don't know how to set it up. But it's a work in progress. You know, I got my website that needs to be developed. There's a lot of things that I got to work on as a whole. Speaking of which, let me see something here. If you guys don't know, now you know.
Yeah, we'll get them set up helpfully.
In the description, DCA talked about this last night. I'm sure a lot of people to DCA that watch DCA also provide support to this channel. But Doge Lord is officially hosting my merch because tea tree is too damn expensive.
Don't delay by today. Dogelord.com. Get that awesome Serpent merch, guys.
Get involved in Mine Crypto is one of the shirts that I kind of threw together.
What up, Curse Mining? How you doing, buddy? Cheers to you.
More for you guys. Oh wow!
It's great to see you, buddy. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Dude, there's so many good people in the crypto mining space that it's hard to kind of pinpoint an exact, like I don't think I can name them all right now. We got obviously Red Panda Mining, Voscoin, Bispy Trippin'. Oh, by the way, Voscoin's got a Voscoin Talk thread because Bitcoin Talk banned me like they normally do. And I've been posting my information to Voscoin Talk, and I would say you guys need to join. I like to post my information and content on there as well. You can find me as SerpentX SF, but you guys should join the discussion. Voscoin has been busy. We've been in discussion with him, and offline we'll probably get something together.
Ooh, J-Par.
But
Jesus, dude.
there's so many good people in this space, bro. My PSU exploded last night. What?
Jeez.
What PSU did you have, J-Par?
Hopefully everything's okay.
Well,
Hope your house is okay.
I was about to say he's alive, so that's a bonus. J-Par, what happened?
Man.
What kind of power supply was it?
Give us the deets. I know it's probably rough to talk about, but I'd love for people to know things to watch out for.
Yeah, right. Oh,
they don't need this happening to everybody else.
I do want you guys to be careful. Let me do something real quick for Helpful Crypto Miner. Helpful Crypto Miner is also trying to build
his Discord is lit. Rosewell 1000 watt. Dude,
those
I have
good.
had a
What
problem.
happened?
Bull BS. I have had 2 of those die on me. I do not agree with that. And their warranty sucks. So you're stuck with nothing.
So
Nah.
I
laughed. And mine didn't explode,
EVGA,
but
Corsair. What happened to yours? It just died, right?
yeah, mine just died. It just stopped. Like all of a sudden, it started sending crazy voltages to the GPU. Started sending sparks out of GPUs. It was nuts.
Wow, that's crazy.
Dude, it was freaky. I was like, hey, this is not good. Change PSUs. Never had that problem again.
The only power supplies I mess with is EVGA, Corsair, and
Left a bad review.
That's it. And if you look on screen right now, you see this power supply, 650 watt, 80 plus bronze, Game Max GP 650. I will be careful of those. Some power supply manufacturers, knockoff manufacturers, will actually put metal weights in these power supplies to make it feel like a good power supply. Because that's how you used to test it back in the day. If you wanted to know if your power supply was good, you would feel the weight. But unfortunately, that doesn't stand true anymore, and people figured that out, and they're putting weights in there to make it feel like a good quality power supply, and it's not. Do not buy a cheap power supply just because you're trying to save money, because it could wind up messing up something. Now, Rosewell is shocking to me because they did make good power supplies when I first built my first couple of computers, but Mikkel just attested he had 3, and then J-Par had his explode on him. So maybe we should stay away from those. Rosewell, hopefully their tech team can get to the bottom of it and fix whatever caused these guys their issues. But our Eris Game, who is this? I don't know who this is. And
yeah, I don't think they're bad, but just watch for them. They're not like, if you're trying to go for like the most safe build, like I wouldn't trust it.
But
I have one. I'm still running a Rosewell 1000 watt on my Nvidia right up there. Like it's still running fine. It's been like 2 years.
See,
like he was saying his lasted for J-Par saying his lasted over 3 years before it blew up. 3 years is a lot. Not a lot.
5 years. Power supply should be 5 years or more, in my eyes. But
yes, Newegg owns Roswell, so you never know. Correct. Yep. Roswell is a Newegg brand. My 1200 watt Corsair runs most everything. Yeah, Corsair is those are RM 1000s or RX 1000. Those things are legit, solid. Even the ATX 1200s are like great PSUs. It was on 24/7. Yeah, I mean exactly. It's running full load at 24/7. You know. Yeah, power delivery is not something to skimp on. You are correct. You are correct, Savage. That'll be your downfall. In more than one aspect. A bad PSU could destroy a GPU.
Oh yeah.
They can destroy a motherboard. They can kill a whole PC.
GPUs run on a 12 volt rail. If your 12 volt's not pushing out what it's supposed to, that's bad news. If you want to monitor it, you can use hardware info and actually see what your rails are putting out. Your 3 should be putting out 3, your 5 should be putting out 5, and your 12 should be putting out 12. If it's doing lower than that, your power supply is dying and you want to get a new one. Just a little tip for you guys. Look at 360 again. Coin 360 is reporting different.
Yeah, JPAR. The old you get what you pay for. Exactly, dude. If you're gonna skimp out on power supply, expect that you're gonna get a crappy power supply.
Tech man, thumbs up to the server power supply.
Whee! Man,
Definitely
yeah, I
agree.
know. Damn
I got
server power
another
supplies,
server
man.
power supply just ready for another rig, but I got to upgrade the wiring in my house before I can do that. I got two
Yeah,
rigs
got
in two
deep.
different places. I need to upgrade so I want to just put everything in one section. Aeon,
Yeah,
Yashnik was killing us, man, yesterday. He was like, yeah, you got that, talking about Savage and mine. It's like, you got that mining rig on carpet. Yeah, you don't want to put your
yeah.
electronics on
I just
carpet,
seen that too, man. That kind of
but
gave me a little. Okay, what? Okay.
you don't want to put your electronics on carpet. But in Florida here, we don't have to worry about it too much. Anytime I work on my devices, I do use a ESD bracelet. But it's not a problem for me in Savage here. I take what I can get. I'm gonna do hardware flowing eventually, but not right now. So, but yeah, Yashnik killed it. I was like, oh, I feel bad now.
It's nice. His whole build was nice. Just everything he's done, savage.
Dude,
By the way,
Savage, I
beautiful setup, dude.
yeah,
Doing great.
his networking, because I'm a networking guy. His networking is straight like you porn type stuff. Like that's some
It's
good
like,
stuff.
dude, that's stuff that gets my rocks off.
That's the good stuff. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out,
Humidity helps. Yeah, humidity does help technically.
matter of fact, I'm gonna post about it. Let's see. Let's go find Savage and Chan Coin. No, I have not. I will get a PDU power bar soon. He did a premiere yesterday. Yeah, server upgrade. Gotta pause it.
What did I do, Savage? You did a good job, Savage. That's what you did.
This is Savage's Savage Mind's video on his studio network upgrade. There is 3 parts so far, and he's doing a really good job. I'm very impressed with the work that he's doing. I'm happy that he's upgrading. I will upgrade mine eventually. Well, my wiring, my electrical wiring. So, come on,
Upgrades are
Bitcoin.
nice.
We just need 13.2 is the next level we need to get above. How's profits for everybody? Mining profits. My little wimpy rig is only making $10 a day.
That's kind of sketchy there, JPAR. Found a hole in the stairs that led to the basement. Hopefully you knew the basement was there.
What? What?
Friends don't let friends buy cheap power supplies.
Right?
Correct.
That is
Correct.
so true. I do builds for people, by the way. If anybody needs it, join the Discord that I linked earlier. And if you need some help building a system, I can provide some advice or my thoughts, and then you can compare and contrast and stuff like that with whoever. A lot of people like to claim they're IT professionals, and they might be, but just be careful. Always take a second opinion when trying to build your system, especially if you want it to be upgradable in the future and stuff like that. So check out my Discord, Helpful Crypto Mining's Discord. DCA's got a Discord too. We all got Discords, and I know it's a lot to maintain or manage on that left-hand side of Discord, but mine I just want to develop to help provide insight or tips to anybody that has got questions. So like I said, I'm not often there, but feel free to leave a question. Somebody in the community might reach out, or I will get back to you. There's a specific channel in there for Ask Serpent, kind of like Ask GN, where you can ask a question and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I wonder why Coin360 is reporting differently again from the other markets. I don't know why it keeps doing that. We're at 13.061. Why it's saying 12.928.
Pull from a different source.
Let's see here. Let's go to Bitstamp. Yep, still the same. So mining profits are doing pretty good.
When's Panda going? Panda goes live in what? 7 minutes?
A few minutes. Yeah, a few minutes. We're
Nice.
just hanging, we're just entertaining the folks until we're taking care of the kids until Panda comes on. Then the kids are all his.
Take care of the kids. All right, Panda's home. There you go. We're gone.
Dude needs to pull up his pants. I just looked at Techman's comment on Red Pen. I was looking at the picture of the mining farm. Techman saying dude needs to pull up his pants. Do you see the picture? Straight up.
He's sagging.
Dude, sagging so bad. So bad. You got GPU sag, bro. You need to pull up your pants.
We need to get that GPU bracket in there.
The GPU bracket.
Sometimes it comes stock with some pants. Sometimes you got to buy it extra as an extra accessory. But they make them. They are a thing. Yeah, 30 viewers now, dude. That's awesome.
That's the average I want to have. I want to have 30 viewers every Saturday till we get to 100. We'll do another
awesome.
giveaway when we get to 5,000 and again at 10,000 and so on and so forth. So share to your moms, your friends, your families, your dogs, your cats, everything. Just share content, and it makes the world go round.
All the sports that you all are all a part of, just spam the link in there. It's fine.
For real. Oh man. So let's just recap the stream. I'm gonna recap the stream in the last few minutes here. So this week has been pretty good with the PayPal news. PayPal is next year in 2021 going to be allowing users to be able to buy and I think just buy and hold or buy and sell. Let's see if I'm correct on there through Venmo. But there's going to be some restrictions, right? You're not going to own your private keys, which is something I don't like. They did receive their BIT license from New York, so they're going to be able to, allow users to be able to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, the main four. There is an FAQ that's in the description that I linked to, and my concern is PayPal being in a space that hackers may target them even more because a lot of the personnel in that community believe that crypto should be the people's money, not major institutions' money. So we'll just have to see. The giving block allows you to donate to an organization or charity of your choice in the form of crypto, which I think is absolutely awesome. Then we moved on to Nvidia's situation. If you haven't kept up with the news, Not Your Normal Miner and myself, who have Nvidia Founders Editions, are having issues with our cards. And I believe there's a number of variables playing into it, not just the SP cap and MLCC situation, but I did find the best setup, which I'm going to run through for you real quick. Basically, 8 nanometer from Samsung's not really good. They're planning on moving to 7 nanometer from TSMC, but there's also issues with memory temperatures. When you're mining with these cards on the 3080, the temperatures of your memory modules get really hot, and that can cause your card to downclock. TDP would drop down, core clock would drop down, and it just resets everything. It's not a driver issue. I think it's a hardware issue. The best setup I found was to downclock your core to about 400, minus 400. Increase your memory, but don't overextend, right? If you can hit 1,000, don't run it at 1,000, maybe run it at 900. And then as well, make sure your fans are kicked up. I run mine anywhere from 70 to 80% fan speed. And I also went back to the first driver from Nvidia, the one that everybody gaming-wise was complaining because it would crash. I did experience one crash in my game, but for mining, I found it that it's more efficient than the newest driver, and so Nvidia comes out with a new one. So just FYI, go back to the first driver, make sure all the parameters I mentioned. If you have a 3080, AIBs may not have this issue, but Founders Editions do. And then lastly but not least, we talked about AMD killing it. We got the 6800 XT, the 6900 XT, or the 6800 XTX, and the 6800 looking to perform pretty well. We looked at some Time Spy scores, some Firestrike scores, and we're really impressed with what the 6000 series can provide. It may not blow our socks off, but it's going to be more efficient than the 5000 series. We looked at the PCB that was leaked. It looks very sexy in that bare state. Looking at the VRMs and everything that makes this GPU tick. And then there's a crypto card coming out possibly in 2021 from AMD, crypto focused. Navi 10 GPU, which is basically a 5000 series 5700 XT card that is just focused on cryptocurrency mining, and we talked about that. That's what we talked about in today's stream. If you want and you're watching this in the future, go back, check it out, leave a like on the way out, and I appreciate you stopping by. Right now, we're just chilling till Red Panda comes online.
Which he just went live. He's got 4 minutes. Started his 4-minute timer.
4 minutes. 4.5 minutes. Make sure you guys do me a favor. Like on the way out. Like Red Panda's video, even though you haven't seen any of his content, because you know he's a good guy. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Let's do this every Saturday if possible. I'll try to be live next Saturday as well, even though I'm on call. And we'll catch up and see what's going on. But so show Panda some love. Let him know Serpent sent you. And Mikkel, you got any closing words? Oh, he's breaking. Mikkel, you're breaking up a little bit. Oh wow, he is breaking up pretty. He's breaking up pretty bad. Well, yeah, you're breaking up.
That.
Very strange. Try it now.
Thanks for having me.
There you go. There you go.
Appreciate everybody for being here and letting me come on and chit chat about all the cool things that we've talked about today. Some not so cool, but he's leaving some encrypted words. Yeah, you gotta leave it encrypted. Gotta piece it all together.
Well, thank you for coming, Mikkel. I try to have a special guest on every Saturday, but not often, or not every single one. So appreciate you guys stopping by. My wrapping up thoughts is pretty much expect a pullback on the cryptocurrency market. This bull run, this really, run up is not going to last forever. We might see a pullback, but we'll eventually get there to all-time highs. Just be patient, stay safe, take care of yourself, stay healthy, and be patient for the new GPUs and hardware that's coming out. As soon as I get my hands on that hardware, I'll produce some content for you guys. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll catch you in Red Panda stream for a little bit, but then I got to get going. So you guys take care.
All right.